Assalamualaikum and hello there. Let's take a look at the headline. Global warming. Global warming happened due to some of the human activities. As an example, the fossil fuels that we burn, which produce oil, greenhouse gases, coal, and many more. The greenhouse effect caused global warming, which is defined as an increase in average global temperatures. In the previous 50 years, greenhouse gases have warmed our planet's surface and lower atmosphere by around 1 degree. The Earth become hotter as greenhouse gases build up in the atmosphere. This process is causing fast climate change, generally known as global warming. Rising temperatures and recent drought have killed many trees by drying out soils, increasing the risk of forest fires or enabling outbreaks of forest insects, and further increasing the risk of wildfires.
Global sea level has been rising over the past century and the rate has increased in recent decades. In 2014, global sea level was 2.6 inches above the 1993 average, the highest annual average in the satellite record. Sea level continues to rise at a rate of about 1/8 of an inch per year. Besides, measurements made over the last few decades have demonstrated that ocean carbon dioxide level have risen, leading to an increase in acidity. All activities that cause global warming should be stopped immediately. The best solution is to reduce carbon dioxide emission now, while preparing for the inevitable part of rising sea levels. Reduce the number of cars on the road by carpooling, walking, or using public transport.
Global warming not only affecting the environment but affecting humans' population as well. The melting ice in South Pole and ultraviolet radiation give harmful to human society. New cell or aeration microbes trapped inside iceberg can be released, and UV light gives sunburn, which can lead to skin cancer. Most of this chaotic is the result of humans' hand. Lacking knowledge make humans done a bad decision that could destroy the environment, which later lead to the health problem rises in human population. Government can prevent this by create a day or a week of global warming awareness. During that period, many activities such as propose global warming knowledge to new generation, uses of CFC products, and gardening new plant and home yard. Society and health department can implement more ambitious climate policies to encourage in using renewable energy and conduct health checkup on all groups on a regular basis.
Other visible effect of global warming is drought. As the temperature of Earth's atmosphere increases, the number of areas affected by extreme heat also rising. Drought happens because of the imbalance between the rate of evaporation and the rate of precipitation. It is because the hot temperature will evaporate the water from soil more quickly and increase the transpiration from plants. Based on WHO, over 55 million people is estimated to be globally affected by drought every year. The more longer the duration of drought, the more it poses a threat to population because of the shortage of water. Other method to stop global warming is by reforestation. Based on EEA report, forests can retain water access and help in reducing the effect of drought. Therefore, by planting more trees can help in reducing CO2 in the atmosphere, thus decreasing the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and decrease the rate of evaporation from river. Even though drought is a natural disaster, by planting more trees in areas that are frequently affected by drought can help in decrease the possibility of severe drought.
Next, does carpooling and using public transport really give an impact on reducing the emission of carbon dioxide? The answer is yes, only if we do it together. For instance, if 4 people drive their own car to the same location, they will use 4 times the amount of fuel. But if they went there with a single car, it will reduce the use by 75%. Week after week, the fossil fuel saving will grow, and by the end of the year, will save hundreds of gallons of fuel. Reducing these heat traffic pollutants can hypothetically help to reduce extreme weather too. Scientists have studied and announced that some extreme weather events such as heat waves, drought, and heavy precipitation are directly linked to climate change. As an example, when the ocean temperatures are getting warmer, tropical storms can pick up more energy, which can turn a Category 3 storms into a more dangerous Category 4 storm. Every year, these climate disasters had caused thousands of deaths, suffering, and $1 billion worth damages. With that being said, the least we can do as an individual to help our worsening Mother Nature is by reducing the carbon dioxide produced on the road and make the best use of the public transport.
Global warming increased the temperature of Earth. One of the causes is due to an increase in carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. This issue can be solved together by planting trees. Will control or reduce the amount of carbon dioxide. The government should highlight this issue by providing funds for planting trees. The increase in planting trees will improve the environment, especially in carbon cycle. As we all know, green plants undergo photosynthesis process by which they use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to create oxygen and energy in the form of sugar. The excess carbon dioxide rate from the factory can be reduced due to the increase against oxygen. Then followed by the other three major steps in carbon cycle, which are decomposition, respiration, and combustion.
We should strive to be successful defenders of the land and should remain alert about the hidden agenda of the mainstream media that promotes political power and control through fear and punishment. If people do not try to reduce this problem, people will disappear due to the climate change. Global climate has already a significant impact on the environment. Applying the idea of global warming and people causing the greenhouse effect is the first step of controlling the potentially devastating problem. After all, without the help of everyone in the world, the struggle against global warming will not stop. With everyone work, it is possible to preserve Earth so our future generation can prosper. That's all for me. Thank you.
Snow Music Studio. Snow Music Studio.